Hey guys, Sentinel here, Sentinel Preparedness. So, I want to share with you something I noticed last night on the Johns Hopkins map. Okay, the little interactive map that I've been using to get stats and statistics and see where this virus has spread in the globe and whatnot. Okay, if you go there currently to that map, as soon as it loads on my computer, whatever, the total confirmed number right now is sitting at 97,000 some odd cases. Okay, that's right now, and right now it is sitting at 2:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time where I live. Okay. Last night, and I don't remember the time, my wife was saying it was around like 9:30, 10 o'clock. I was not paying attention to the time. But I took a photo, two of them, with my cell phone of this because I thought it was really interesting. The numbers that were on the total confirmed section, 2,647,665 confirmed cases. Now, also in this photo, if you notice, the little scroll bar right there where it says mainland China, South Korea, Italy, yada, 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 there's no way those numbers equal anything in the hundreds of thousands, let alone 2 million. So, kind of got me wondering, got me a little curious. Is this another, from ZeroHedge.com, this is where I've seen this article before, back in February 8th. I don't know if you guys paid attention to it or seen it or not. But the title of this article is, Did China's Tencent accidentally leak the true terrifying coronavirus statistics? Mind you, this was back in February 8th of this year, right? And back then, there's photographic evidence of these Chinese news media slipping out. Back then, it was 154,023 confirmed cases. Now, that was up there for quite some time before the Chinese media realized what was going on. They took it down and they put up some new numbers. So, my question to you guys is, do you think that these numbers from this Johns Hopkins maps is true? Now, my opinion all along has been, no, they're rigged. A lot of experts are saying you take those numbers and you times them by at least 10. Seems pretty accurate and pretty fair. Now, at least in my humble opinion. So, we had that number pop up, that large 2 million number, and then it dropped back down to 97,000. Mind you, with that 2 million number, I refreshed my computer 3 times over because I was like, maybe it's my computer, maybe it's a glitch in the system, maybe somebody typed something in wrong, but that's a large number to type in wrong. I mean, how do you type in that certain 2 million number versus 97,000? How do you screw that up? No, I think the real numbers slipped, folks, last night. So, I just wanted to bring that to people's attention, okay, and kind of prove my point that, hey, it's not all, this is what I think. There's something real happening here. Now, moving on to this, switching gears a little bit, still related to the virus, right? I don't think, in fact, I'm not going to say I think, I know it's not the virus that I fear the most in this situation. It's not. What I fear the most is societal change from this virus. Change for the worse. Along with economic change. I mean, we're already seeing Dow Jones go down a lot. I'm already seeing the Dry Baltic Index. Last time I checked, it was not doing good at all. So it leads us to think, okay, for those who were not taking this serious, it is a very serious thing. I mean, just this morning, if you believe these numbers, it actually just went up one. Just this morning, these confirmed cases here in the United States were sitting at like 167, and now it's sitting at 177 in the United States. Mind you, devil's advocate here. Again, I'm not as scared of the COVID-19 as I am of the economic and social repercussions of this whole thing. Why? Because I think so far, don't quote me on the numbers exactly, but so far, there's been roughly 10,000 people that have died from the flu so far this year. And so far from this COVID-19, at least last time I checked, it was 11 victims of it. 10,000? 11. I'm more worried about the flu. Just saying. Which I'm pretty sure everybody in my family has because they're all sick with something. But I'm fine. So, whatever. Point being is this, guys. I'm still sticking to my guns. Okay? Be where you want to be. Make sure you have adequate stored water, a way to replenish that water and filter it and make it safe to drink. storable food, 3+ months at least, medicine to treat people who are sick, and a plan to quarantine if you have to, and still treat. Defensive firearms, if you're allowed to have them. It depends on what country you're from, or defensive something. Depends on, again, where you're from, because I know I have overseas viewers. And make sure you train with said items for defensive use, okay? Develop plans. 3 different plans, 3 different locations, 3 different rounds each, if not more. That's just kind of what I have as advice to you. Flipping back sides to this whole, where could this go? Now, I want to make a more in-depth video about this instead of just like a 5-minute little snippet. But I keep noticing every single time I make a COVID-19 video that somehow mysteriously it goes to private after I turned it to public. And if I turn it to public myself, it stays like that. But then after a while, I'll go back to private. So I'm just throwing it out there. And I'm surprised my YouTube channel's still up. It might get deleted. I don't know. But again, you guys, I have a Brighteon account. It's going to be on the little description box of this video for sure. The link to it. But moving on, though. Where do I see this going? Well, obviously, we're going to have medical martial law in this country. First, it'll probably start on the West Coast. More than likely. More than likely, it's going to be Seattle, Washington. It's going to happen in first. Then it's going to go from a city or a town, and it's going to go to the whole state, and then it might go to the whole national. Right? Or the whole nation, excuse me. That's probably what we're going to see. Honestly. That's what we're going to probably see. Now, what I listed before in this video, okay, the whole supplies and plans and stuff like that, that's a good start. Good start. Is it perfect? Probably not. Because I don't know what all martial law is going to entail. Probably checkpoints, papers, please, stuff like that. Are people still going to go to work? I don't know. I mean, in my state of Michigan, we still don't have any confirmed cases. I don't doubt there's cases out there that are infected people who actually have this COVID-19. You know, it is what it is. Just prepare how you can with your family and your friends. So we're going to have probably medical martial law here. I don't know what this is going to entail. They're probably going to try this whole forced vaccine thing eventually, which is going to be fast-tracked, which means that there's no clinical trials for this. And mind you, interesting point, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but last time they tried to make a SARS vaccine, which this virus is related to SARS quite heavily. Last time they did that, they would give the test animals the SARS virus, and then they would give them the SARS vaccine. A lot of these animals died shortly after receiving the vaccine. No, thank you. I'd rather just run my chances with COVID-19, isolate myself and my family, or just myself, depending on the situation, and just, if I make it, I make it. If I don't, I don't. It's my choice. It's all on me, kind of thing. How I feel. Yeah, that's just how I feel about that. So, prep up. That's all I can really say. Develop plans, prep up. We'll see how it goes. The economic recession is definitely coming to this country. And globally, actually, which I kind of find funny. People are like, oh, they're going to blame Trump for it. Okay, I'm an average American. I'm nothing special. I'm not like, vastly superior intelligent to anybody, but I have common sense going, is it Trump's fault if the economy tanks? No. Why? Because the second world's largest economy is pretty much at a standstill. China, the largest exporter of stuff, is at a standstill. It's not Trump's fault that this virus came about. Whether it's all hype, it's nothing, or it's super deadly and dangerous, and it's truthful that, it's wiping out China, or it's somewhere in between of the spectrum, which it probably is somewhere in between the spectrum, honestly. I don't want to take this COVID-19 lightly, but I'm not going to, go all crazy with it either. But in my humble opinion, social change, i.e. martial law, and economic change are probably going to be our biggest worries right now instead of the virus. That's probably number 3 on my list. I should say probably is. It is my number 3 worry on the list. Anyways, guys, I'm going to get going. You guys have a good day. Stay frosty and prep up.